Hi all, Amanda here today from Powerhouse Life Coaching. Per usual, I've got a burning question for you. And my burning question is, are you feeling stuck? Stuck in a rut, in a funk, unmotivated? For example, maybe you're someone with great ideas, but the thought of creating something which isn't perfect is daunting, so you don't take action. It's similar to the all or nothing mindset. There's two sides to this coin. On one side, whatever you produce or execute on, it's at an elite level. You're a high achiever. And that has served you because your performance has been recognized for exceeding expectations. But on the other side of the coin, if you don't have time or the resources to make it perfect, you don't start whatever it is that you want to do, or you quit and leave it half-baked. And the latter is what has you feeling stuck and unmotivated. Here's another example of feeling stuck in a rut. You're someone which is easily defeated and loses steam when things don't go your way. And when you're in a business, there's plenty of things which aren't going your way. There's plenty of things which aren't going right, which means there are plenty of times where you're feeling stuck in a rut and unmotivated. Whatever it is, you're struggling to figure out how to crawl out of this rut. Today, I want to share two paradigms which will transition you from stuck in a funk, unmotivated, to actions, momentum, and results. And in the end, I'll even share a bonus tip for you. Let's get into it. The first paradigm I want you to consider is nothing in the universe has meaning until you give it meaning. Let me repeat that. Nothing in the universe has meaning until you give it meaning. That means nothing is perfect until you decide it's perfect. And nothing defeats you until you decide you've been defeated. The universe, circumstances, it all has no meaning. And if there's no meaning, that means nothing is good or bad. Everything is neutral. And things only become good or bad when you apply your thoughts, your story, your narrative to the circumstance. Now, why does this matter and how does this contribute to getting unstuck and motivated? Well, your actions are all dependent on how you see the world. So if the universe means nothing until you apply meaning, let's go back to that perfection example. Maybe one of the ideas you have is to create a podcast. And for you, a perfect podcast means having the perfect microphone, having the perfect sound intro, having the perfect content strategy, having the perfect guests on your show, etc., etc., etc. But let's hold on that. Would you agree? There are plenty of bootleg podcasts out there which have a lot of followers and great reviews. Would you agree? There are plenty of great podcasts out there without sound intros. Would you agree? There are plenty of great podcasts out there which have technical difficulties and they don't edit them out. Of course you would agree. These are all examples which exist. So what if perfect had nothing to do with the quality of your microphone and had nothing to do with the sound intro and had everything to do with you speaking your truth and just recording it? And the raw and unedited version of that recording was perfect for your people, your audience. Look, I'm not saying how I'm defining perfect is correct, but what I'm trying to do is open up the possibilities for you. There are so many ways to define perfect. You get to decide. And you need to define it in a way that drives and moves your actions. So if you're feeling stuck and you're not taking action, a way to tap into this paradigm is to take a step back and ask yourself, what am I trying to make this mean? And when I believe this, how do I want to respond? Who would I be without these thoughts? And based on these insights, what needs to change? This will challenge the way you see whatever it is that you're trying to do. And I can tell you, anything that you're dreading, anything that's coming from a place that you should do or that you have to do, that's a great trigger that it's time to reframe and ask these questions. The goal is to put you in a place of, I get to do this. Because when you get to do this, you're looking forward to doing it. And that is motivation. That is action. Now, paradigm 2 that I want you to consider. All actions are victories, even our failures. And I know some of you are looking at me right now like, nah, not my failures. Those are failures. That's not a victory. But hear me out. What if your failures were your greatest gifts? You don't know what you don't know until you know. And business is nothing but trial and error. So in order for you to know what doesn't work, you have to get out there and take action. The reality is all actions get results, and some results are failures. And you only know more by doing more. Next time you run through a pothole, say thank you. Now you know not to go down that path anymore and ask for the detour. Or maybe you don't want the detour and you want to innovate stronger, bigger, indestructible tires, which can handle those potholes. When you hold this perspective, you'll never get stuck, ever. Defeat transitions to challenge and a problem which just needs to be solved. So to practice this paradigm, next time you hit an obstacle or you feel defeated, ask yourself, what went wrong? What do I want to try differently next time? And based on these insights, what actions do I want to take? Those are the two paradigms I invite you to adopt and believe. Practice them and let me know what you think. But I'm not done here. I did mention I had bonus information for you. And my bonus is always come back to your why. Why are you doing what you do? Why does this all matter for you? And when you achieve this, who else will benefit? And what else will open up for you when you accomplish this? Know your why. Anchor in your why. Your why is your driving force. All right, folks, that's all I got for you today. Per usual, if you had any sort of ahas or appreciations, drop a like, drop a comment, send a DM. But most importantly, do a reshare. You never know who in your network needs to hear this message. Till next time.